So my question is not about porn.
Next.
I can make it about porn.
Okay.
Okay, so here's a porn question. You had been talking briefly just now about, eating on set, so do you prefer to spit or swallow?
There should be an award for that question. But they're all already made out to other people. Oh, there it is. Oh, she doesn't want to give it up. That's gold to her. What's that? Yours. Yes, you're not giving that up. Interesting question. Difficult to dodge.
Do you want my real question?
That's the problem with a clever question like that. It's kind of hard to out-clever it. You kind of won just by asking the question. Now I will humbly admit defeat. Congratulations.
Okay, so here's my real question.
Yes.
You had worked in the White House briefly, and I'm hoping you could share some juicy political stories with us.
Speaking of spitting and swallowing.
Were you there for that?
No, as a matter of fact, I predated Monica Lewinsky by 3 months. I was there right before her tenure in the White House. So when I was there, it was still like, oh, it's a hard job to get. It's respectable. Juicy stories from the White House? Not really. I wrote an op. What have I got? Well.
Without getting arrested.
About what?
Without getting arrested.
Without getting arrested? Well, okay, thanks. That was a good tip-off. Have I told this story before? You know what? Yes? The one that... Okay. So, in the White House, every day when you go in, they have... I don't know why, but there's fairly high security. And it's much worse than going to the airport. They have all the scanners and the x-rays and frisking and all of that. And then you get a pass that you wear around your neck. It's like you're allowed to be here badge, but you have to wear it exposed all the time while you're in there. And every day, when you go out, if you go out for lunch or whatever, you drop the pass in a box. And every day I would pretend to drop my pass in the box and stash my pass. And I had in my room like this mobile of passes to the White House, like 30 or 40 of them. And then one day I asked one of the, what do they call the security guys in the White House? Secret Service. I asked one of the Secret Service guys, hey, so what if somebody takes one of these? And he's like, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was like 10 years in jail plus, $100,000 fine or something like that. And I was like, whoosh, and I I put that one in the box. But I still have a bunch of those. So if anyone ever wants to go have a little fun with the Obamas, actually they may have updated the passes by now. They were really this was mid-90s, pre-technology. They were just like laminated little things with chains around them. But yeah, so I did that. That wasn't legal. It was weird there. People would run around trying to catch a glimpse, like the other interns in the White House and low-level people would try to just get a chance to shake the president's hand any chance they got. So they would literally climb out the windows into the rose garden to like run out, shake his hand, and get a picture. Take a picture. You have people to work there. So it had this very weird kind of like celebrity worship quality in the White House, which I was not expecting when I went there. And I hated it. Thank you.
Hello. It's gone down really far, sorry. I was deeply pondering. The last episode, it ends, and of course everybody knows it's very depressing. Sam is gone, Dean is clearly torn up inside, and Cass is back and very spiffy. And he's in the car with Dean, and it just sort of seems like he's, oh, well, everything's good in heaven now, everything's all patched up, and we're BFFs again. I'm going to go back, I'll see you later. And it seems like after everything that Cass has been through with Dean and with Sam, it seemed very like, all right, say goodbye, and I feel like he should have hung around, or he said something at least a little more comforting. I was just wondering how you interpreted Cass just leaving the way he did.
Well, in fairness, I think a lot of times on the show they don't do a lot of, oh, I love you, man. Like, you don't see those like Sam and Dean moments where they're like hugging a lot. I'm so glad you're okay, because I was so worried about you back there when those demons were jumping on you. My heart just stopped because I was so afraid. I was like, what was going to happen without my brother? But you're okay, and I love you. They don't do that so much, so it's all very, you know, everybody plays everything kind of cool. And so I think there's just a little bit of that sort of tone that they deal with in the show. But beyond that, I think that Cass was rightfully saying, kind of like, you know what, Dean, you kind of did get what you were. This is what you were trying to get. This is what you were trying to achieve. This was the goal of this mission. We had the best possible outcome we could have hoped for. We actually did save humanity. You know, fuck up. I mean, big deal. You lost your brother. You know. No, so I think that there's that going on, but I mean, I think that he was being compassionate at the same time, but also being somewhat pragmatic, and also feeling like, you know, God finally gave some sort of verification that he was on the boy's side after all of that time. So it was like validation, I think, that he had gotten.
Thank you. I just wanted to say that I made my boyfriend watch the show with me, and he hates Jensen and Jared, but he actually really likes Cass. So.
I can see that, yeah.